there are some changes coming up in the application of the diversity visa lottery. The introduction of the application fee of $250. Yes, it used to be free online application for the diversity visa lottery, but now there are some changes. If going to be approved, will be $250 is the application fee. Along with that one, there will be the increase in the diversity visa fee if you were the winner when you go to the interview. So let's go back a little bit, and then I'll come to give the context behind and what is my thought on this particular matter. Usual, when you go to apply for the diversity visa lottery, is a free online application, meaning you go and take a photo which has to meet the requirements. Make sure you meet the requirements and to go and do the proper application in the application form. And the application form is on the dvprogram.state.gov, that particular website. And that application usual is done in the new fiscal year in the month of October. And for this coming DV lottery, which we'll call DV 2027, I have already projected the dates to be from Wednesday on October 1st to November 4th, which will be on Tuesday. So those are the tentative dates for the upcoming DV lottery application. So it used to be free of charge to apply. But there is a new bill which is called One Big Beautiful Bill. In that bill, it has over 1,081 pages. Inside there are so many things. Among the things which are there is the issue about no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. There is the increase or additional, the child tax credit. That means if you have a child, you'll get it. It used to be get 1,000, then it went to 2,000, now to 2,500. That is the new aspect. Then any child born from 2024 going forward, the government will give a starting money on the retirement account, which will be a tax-free, and the parent can continue contributing that one. If a child is coming to maybe 17, 18, they can take that money, they can use it wherever they want. If they want to go to college, if they want to do business, it's up to them. Whatever they want to do with that money, the government has no restriction on that, which is very, very good. But there are so many other things about border protection. There is things about the no tax if you have no tax on interest if you buy American cars. There are so many things over there. But one of the things, when you go to page around 481, 482, one page is talking about the changes in the application of the diversity visa lottery. Among the changes, number one is that there will be the introduction of the application fee. Just to register, just to apply for the diversity visa lottery, you have to pay $250 as the minimum. So the bill hasn't said how much exactly, but it says the secretary, I think it's Secretary of State, if I'm not mistaken, will be the in charge to determine how much that fee should be, but that fee should not be less than $250. It has to be $250 and above. So if it's going to be approved, then there'll be a time for Secretary to determine how much and the modality, the mode of payment of that amount, and that amount to be embedded into the application. So it will be a little bit of the process. So that's number one. Number two is the issue about the visa fee. Once you win, the visa fee usually at the moment is $330. It will be $400 and above, minimum of $400. And remember, based on the inflation, blah, 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 things might be changing down the road. So let's go back a little bit. Last year, there was introduction or there was increase of visa fees and all other immigration processing, the paperwork, there was an increase of visa fee, the fees. For instance, if you ask for tourism visa, business visa, student visa, there was to pay about, it was about 160. Now they moved it from last year, it was 185. That is the amount. So most of the fees, they have been increased. It used to be when you apply green card by marriage in America, the adjustment of status, when you do that application, that fee has increased. But also, that I'm talking about last year in April. But at the same time, work authorization was free of charge. To fill the advance parole was free of charge. Now there are some 500, whatever, in each form. You have to pay extra if you want to do the work authorization and so forth. But there was no increase into the visa fee for the DV lottery winners. There was no changes in the free application of the diversity visa lottery. So now in that particular bill, it has already passed in the House. For those who do not know, there is House of Representatives and then there is the Senate. House of Representatives has voted, it has been passed. So the next process is going to the Senate. Senate will have a debate on that. They might add certain things, they might reduce certain things, and then the House will go again to look with that one and they agree with the Senate, and then it will be taken to the President so that it can be approved. Usually, it has to be approved before September 30th because the new fiscal year is October 1st. That's how it is. Though President Trump wants everything to be done possible in the July 4th to sign because it's independence, to sign that big bill, to make a landmark, whatever, something like that. But the reality is, according even to the speaker, said we might try to do her, but the goal for them is to wait until Labor Weekend. Labor Weekend is in September. So there are so many things going on through that one. So if it's in the Senate, they come to the bigger discussion, that aspect might be reduced. Why is it going to be reduced? Because it's not fair to put $250 for people just to participate in the lottery. That amount is more than going to apply for the visa, like visiting visa. People even now, they are complaining the visa fee, like going to student visa, tourist visa, $185 is a lot where you are going to, you might get the visa, you might be denied the visa. So why should I pay $250 just to enter the lottery? That will not be fair to so many people. And remember, when there was introduction of the passport as a requirement for the application of the DV lottery application, the number of applicants dropped from over 20 to 25 million. Over that number, it dropped to 8 million. Because some people in so many countries, in developing countries, were not able, like processing might be complicated. But it's expensive to just start getting the passport just for the purpose of applying for the DV lottery. So if just the passport dropped over 60% of all application, just assume 250, how many people will be able to apply? And even those who are able to apply, why should I pay 250 just for the matter of the lottery? What if I don't win? Yes, I know there are some people that will take their chances, like, oh, because we are few now, if I apply, I have higher chance, but there is no guarantees it's still a lottery. So for me, I don't see if this particular aspect will be able to be approved. That's number one. But anything can happen, it can be approved. But if it is going to be approved, then it has to go to the Secretary. Remember, the Secretary of State or Department of State is in charge of the DV lottery. So the Department of State has to go there and decide how much is the application fee. The application fee, according to the regulation, the bill should not be less than 250. So they're going to say, okay, let's put it 250 or 260, 270, or whatever, 300, whatever the amount they're going to put. But once they do that, so it is a process. If they approve that one, then they have to work what mode of payment should that be. Because if you put just a Visa and the MasterCard, it will be difficult for everybody to be able to do that. Because not every country, they have the access of using the Visa and the MasterCard. Remember, some countries, I don't know about all countries, but I'm talking about, let's say, Tanzania or Kenya. For instance, you are allowed to use Airtel Money or M-Pesa, some mobile payment system, you are being allowed. So will they integrate it? How do you integrate something like that one over just generally? Because the visa fee is going to be, the visa fee for the countries like visiting is paid in the local systems. But how are you going to integrate the bigger thing like that one to be used globally? If someone is in Ghana, has to use their mobile payment system. If someone is in Sierra Leone, has to use their system. If someone is in Kenya, so that will be another complicated things. So those are the challenges I'm going to see at the beginning. So if it's going to be approved, let's go with everything's going to be approved with the visa fee. Number one, when it's going to be approved? Likely to be approved by July 4th, is difficult because there are just, we're talking about 3 weeks in between. Because in between, there are weekends, there are holidays for members of Senate in the House, all those kind of things. So if it's going to be approved, let's say they approve in August or September. So once they approve, there will be a little time to prepare for the next DV lottery. Next DV lottery is October 1st. So they might not use applicable for this fiscal year exactly. It might be able to start for 2020, the year 2026 for the DV 2028. So might be that way. I'm trying to be projected in a positive way that yes, they will approve the bill, but the bill, the entire process until to go through, it will be late. At that late time, they cannot make changes on October 1st when the DV lottery is going to start. That will be number one. So this will be the time for you, if that is happening, to apply for free for the last time. But number two will be to be denied at all. If it's going to be denied, it will continue to be free, which I suspect it will be free that way. Or it will be approved, but the Secretary of State will have to take a longer process to do the logistics, so it might be next. Or if they do everything early, which is the worst situation, they do everything early, that means October 1st, when you're going to apply, you have to pay $250. So when I say $250, if your husband is applying as a main applicant to put the spouse and children, that is $250. The wife is going to apply, put the husband, that's another $250. They'll make a lot of money. If 10 million people applies, we're talking about over $2.5 billion. So I know on the financial part how the government might want to make money, but this might not be a good way of making that a lot of money. Because up to now, you go to the visa interview, you are told just one question. So where are you going? I'm going to this state. Sorry, I'm not giving you the visa. No any other information. You have already paid $185. So people are complaining how much they are getting, like the $185 you pay for the visiting visa or student visa. The question, even like they don't even look at your document, you are denied within 5 seconds, within 25 seconds, within less than 1 minute, you already denied the visa. So if you calculate how many visas they are doing, you are talking about millions and millions of applications. We're talking about maybe 50 million people applying for the visa to come to the US each year. Because how many people visas they are issuing? 10 to 12 million visas are issued each year. So that's a lot of rejections of people. Let's say even 25 million people, they are denied the visa. And they've already paid the visa fee and you spend 1 minute to get 185. That's a lot. So if people are complaining that one, why are you going to take another battle of putting 250? So let's wait and see. I'll keep updating you about the big, beautiful bill progress into that particular aspect, if there will be changes from the Senate. Also, if it's going to be approved, that's number one. Or it's not going to be approved, I'll keep you updated. And if it's approved, what will be next, we'll keep you on the progress. But the last advice for you I give you, don't wait only for the diversity visa lottery if your dream is to go to overseas. There are so many legal ways to go to different countries. You can go as a visitor, you can go as a conference, you can go there as a student, you can go there for volunteering. Find different legal ways to go to those countries and stay there legally. You can be able to succeed if you are legal in a higher way than if you go illegally. Sometimes it will be a challenge down the road. So that's my advice, to be able to do that. But if you want to know more about the programs where we work with, you go to my website, ebmscholars.com. You will see a lot of information there. Or email us ebm@ebmscholars.com. Again, thank you for your understanding. Thank you for support. Keep checking my YouTube and my other platforms for you to be able to be informed and take the chances and opportunities ahead of you. Bye-bye.